Maheshwaris are performing Holika Puja. Swara is waiting for her parents and Ragini. Sanskar tells her they must be reaching soon and Shekhar-Shomi arrive. Swara hugs her parents and Sanskar seeks their blessings. Maheshwaris including Laksh greet them with folded hands but Shekhar averts his eyes. Shomi apologizes that Dadaji and Dadi couldn't come. AP says they can understand and thanks them for coming. DP thanks Shekhar for everything his daughters did for Maheshwari family but Shekhar in a courteous yet aloof tone, makes it clear to him that one of his daughters is still married in this family, so he has come only for her happiness sake, other than that he has no relation with this family. Maheshwaris are shocked. Laksh recalls him slapping Shekhar and feels guilty. He tries to apologize to Shekhar but the latter walks off. Laksh looks on sadly. Swara and Shomi too look on. Swara asks about Ragini and she too arrives. Both sisters hug. Laksh keeps staring at Ragini. Pundit asks everyone to join in for Aarti. All couples do DurgaMaa's Aarti. Sanskar calls Laksh too. He is hesitant at first but then comes and does Aarti. Swara asks Ragini also to do the Aarti. AP also supports. Laksh gives Aarti thali to Ragini and she too does Aarti. Laksh watches her from behind. Next everyone leaves for Holika Dahan as asked by Pundit. Laksh and Ragini's hands brush lightly. The duo look at each other. Moh Moh Ke Dhage tune plays in BG. Laksh gives her protection thread back but she asks him to keep it, it will protect him always. A woman draped in white sari approaches Pundit and offers to give Aarti to everyone. He agrees. The woman is Tanya disguising as an old lady. Laksh tells Ragini, not this thread but she saved his life and the foolish him took too long to realize it. Hearing this, Ragini becomes speechless and moist-eyed. Tanya gives her Aarti. She takes Aarti and looks at Tanya. Tanya blesses her and goes. She trips and Ragini holds her. She says she is fine and moves away. Ragini looks on. Next everyone circumambulates Holika. Laksh is standing alone and looking at Ragini only who is doing Holika Puja. Ragini also looks at him and feels sad. Sanskar asks Laksh to partake in puja. Laksh gets teary-eyed and says he'll join them but stand little far as he doesn't deserve to be a part of their happiness after what he has done to them. Sanskar hugs him. Holika is lit and everyone celebrates. Laksh is standing in a corner. Tanya puts some chemical substance in Aarti and comes to Laksh. She asks him why is he standing here so quiet and asks him to take Aarti. He takes Aarti. She asks him to take it properly and herself gives him Aarti. Ragini watches them. Laksh starts feeling dizzy inhaling the fumes from Aarti. Tanya touches his nose after which he becomes unconscious. She smirks and takes him away. Tanya puts unconscious Laksh in car. Ragini goes behind her and is shocked to see this. Tanya throws the white sari away and drives off. Ragini screams Laksh's name and runs behind the car. She picks the sari and understands that it was Tanya who has now kidnapped Laksh. She dials Swara but call isn't answered as Swara is doing puja. She takes a taxi and asks the driver to follow Tanya's car. Swara happens to check her phone and seeing Ragini's missed calls, calls her back. Ragini apprises her of how Tanya kidnapped Laksh. Tanya brings Laksh to under construction building. He is still unconscious and his watch drops as Tanya drags him inside the building. Ragini freaks out not seeing Tanya's car but the taxi driver has already stopped the taxi as he doesn't wish to involve in police case. Ragini gets off the taxi asking Swara to come fast. Swara informs Sanskar about everything. Tanya brings Laksh to a small corner and ties him to a chair. She starts walling him up. Ragini arrives at the construction site. She finds Laksh's watch and thinks that Laksh must be somewhere here. She finds Tanya's wig while going inside the building. Swasan also reach there and start looking for Laksh. Ragini looks for Laksh shouting his name. Tanya is building the wall and tells Laksh she will avenge her ruined childhood. Laksh regains consciousness and unties himself and stands up. He is still feeling drowsy but grabs Tanya's hand. Tanya hits his head with brick to free herself and he falls again. His forehead is bleeding. Tanya continues walling him up. Precap, Ragini screams to Swara that Laksh is here only. She and Swasan try to break the wall. Tanya says they cannot save Laksh, he has to die and stabs Swara with knife but Ragini comes in between and gets stabbed.